This week's gun of the week is the Kimber Super Carry Pro. It's a 45 ACP 1911 style semi-automatic pistol. Now what sets this gun apart from other 1911s is, for one, its shorter 4-inch barrel. Now this is shorter than the 5-inch standard model barrel, as well as the commander size models. There's also several other features on this gun designed to make it perfect for concealed carry. So starting with the frame, we've got an aluminum alloy frame, and it's also got the satin silver finish. It's basically what Kimber calls the Kim Pro 2 finish, and it's made to resist rust and corrosion from the elements or sweat. And as well, being an aluminum frame, you really get some weight savings right there. Now the other thing about this frame is that you've got a lot of rounded edges, which are really nice. Basically, Kimber calls this the carry melt treatment, and what they've done is they've really taken all the edges, especially those that would be squared or sharp, and they just make them real smooth and rounded. That's especially apparent in the grip, where we've got the nice bobtail here. Another thing is that the machining on this gun is excellent. We've got some carry serrations here to give you good purchase both on the front and the back, and those really help when you're gripping this gun, especially because it is a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter than full-size 1911s. Finishing out the frame's features is you've got the stocks, which are laminated wood, and they also have really nice stippling on them to provide good purchase when gripping and presenting this gun. Moving to the slide, it's a stainless steel slide with a matte black finish, and again, they've applied the Kim Pro 2 carry finish to it. We've also got the serrations, again here, for great purchase and, for being able to manipulate this firearm. As well, this slide assembly features a full-length guide rod, and it has no barrel bushing, which means for disassembly it can get a little tricky. You need a very specialized tool. Some people call it a paper clip. You bend that thing, you stick it in a little hole on the guide rod, and that allows you to finish disassembling this firearm. Now the recoil spring on the Super Carry Pro is 22 pounds, which is a little bit heavier than a standard 1911, but it's really appropriate for this abbreviated barrel model. For the overall height, it's about 5 1/4 inches, which is no real savings over a standard model, and mostly that's because you still have the full-size grip on this model. Also, the length, at just over 7 1/2 inches, is about an inch less than a standard model, and that's where you really see some savings, and that's really designed to help you not print if you're carrying this concealed. That's definitely a great feature, and it makes sense. 1 inch less on the barrel, 1 inch less on the slide. Now for the weight, it's about 1 3/4 pounds unloaded, and that compares very nicely to the 2 1/2 pounds of an unloaded government model. Now, like I said before, you still have the full-length grip here, which means that you have the full capacity magazine, 8 rounds for a total of 8+1 capacity in this gun, and with 45 ACP, that's a great personal defense load. Other features include a grip safety, as well as an ambidextrous thumb safety. For the sights, you've got tritium 3-dot night sights from Meprolite, which are really nice, and they've got a very interesting feature that I kind of like, which is this cocking shoulder right here in the sights. Basically what that means is that if for whatever reason you have to operate this firearm with one hand, you can just find a firm edge or even your belt and apply that pressure into that sight right there to actually cock the gun. Now for more on the Kimber Super Carry Pro and other guns of the week, go to AmericanRifleman.org.